here.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have a very big team of lawyers to represent more than nearly 400 people. They were kept in custody until today when they appeared in court. And happily, they have been released on cash bail of 1,000 shillings each. In the best circumstances, considering the nature of the offense they've been charged with, it is our position and consideration that they should have been left on a free bond. I want to thank the team of lawyers who turned up pro bono, and they're all here. Babu Wino, Senator Maanzo, there's the president of Faith Odhiambo, Dr. John Aminwa, and the team. I think you had their names in court. What I want to say about these charges, looking at them on the face of the charges, they are trumped up charges. I am confident, even without going to a full trial, these charges will be dismissed. But the bigger story is that the state is weaponizing the criminal justice system, that in order, instead of dealing with the issues of the day, they are weaponizing the criminal justice system in order to intimidate Kenyans who want to enjoy their constitutional rights. There was no reason at all for what we have seen today, that these young men and women were arrested. And you could have observed in court, there was a young little girl, a young mother with a child who was arrested on accusation that she had participated in blocking the road along Jodo Road. And I think the prosecution was ashamed of their act or action and immediately withdrew the charges under Section 87A, 1A of the Criminal Procedure Code. I want to thank the young men of Kenya, the Gen Zs, your resilience, your patriotism. You turned up in large numbers to support the families, the mothers, the parents, and the victims of police brutality, victims of extrajudicial killing, victims of abductions, and victims of malicious prosecution and false arrest and detention. And I hope that you continue to show your determination, your patriotism, your resilience, so that this government which is in place is dealt in accordance with the law. I was very happy about the young man in court, one of the accused persons, who said that actually in the hearts and hearts of Kenyans, the Maraga resolution of opinion which was sent to the president some years ago, and that parliament should be dissolved, that is what should happen. Dissolved not today, not tomorrow, but today. And as we've seen with the enactment of this year's Finance Act, Parliament has not changed its attitude. Of course, when I say Parliament, there are patriots like Senator Mazayo, like Babu Wino. You've had them in Parliament, and we hope they continue to show their resilience and stand for the people. We, as have been told with the civil society leadership, there are 6 people who are unaccounted for. They were arrested, but on this day when they should have been brought to court, they have been unaccounted for. We'll pursue this matter to conclusion in the manner suggested by the civil society leaders, because it is the responsibility of the state to protect life and also protect the security of every person who is. I am hoping that together we're going to move in these coming days and months to make sure that the desire of the people, particularly the young people of Kenya, will be achieved in order that Kenya can have a better society, a better environment in which to live. In the words of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights is an integral part of the Kenya's democratic system, and if you cannot demonstrate, if you cannot picket, if you cannot present petitions according to Article 37 of the Constitution, like every Kenyan wanted to do yesterday, it shows that everything is wrong. A new word is in town, and Baba Wina is good, better at it than I. The rise of Buddhism, and Kenya is coming a kingdom, a good republic, and we know who are encouraging these acts of violence. And we saw yesterday, as the demonstrations were going on, the goons and the police were all over, including the CBD. They didn't present any notice to have a meeting, but their meetings went on without any interference. That shows the kind of state we have. And lastly, on my part, those who think that James Orengo is going to pull back, forget it. We're in this to the end. With all the Kenyans and with all the patriots, we have a duty that only death separates us from, to work with the people to make sure Kenya is a sovereign and democratic republic. Karibu babu, karibu mazo. Na mambo ni one. Mambo ni I want to say that according to the Constitution, if you have been arrested or have not been released within 24 hours, you should be released. So those who have been presented to court today, and I know that they are quite a number, then let the government release them tonight. After all the charges presented here are frivolous, as a big joke that individuals have become like vehicles. They are able to block. Everybody knows that there was no traffic yesterday in town, and that's the sort of charge we are seeing. I also want to thank Governor Songo for having paid the bail of quite a number of those young people, all of them, and we believe they are going to be released tonight. We know that at some point the system broke down, but we are hoping that no one is going to stay over the weekend since they have already been released by the court. We look forward to loving this country, and I want to thank everybody who came over yesterday to commemorate our fallen heroes. Harambee! Harambee! Asanteni sana. Babu kwa sababu bila babu tabu. Haya kidogo tu. Thank you very much, members of the press. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the advocates, Senior Counsel James Orengo, for the tireless work. You never get tired of helping Kenyans. Never tired of helping Kenyans, and we are really indebted. Maybe I'm talking as as a former accused person that you helped this court of law. Madam advocates, I really want to appreciate your work. Of course, they've done this work on pro bono. And I want to tell the government to stop panicking. These arrests, they are fingerprints of panic. The government should not panic if they are confident, because a government that is confident of its legitimacy should not be scared of candles, should not be scared of flowers, should not be scared of prayers, should not be scared of peaceful assembly. Peaceful assembly is enshrined in Article 37 of our Constitution, and everybody has that right. That right is not a privilege, it is a constitutional right that must be respected. And further, Article 33, freedom of expression, that we are allowed to criticize even the government